I think you're going to see a better team this half.
Having been through the last 5 years of success, what, if anything, can you take from that applies to right now where the success hasn't been as much as you want it to be?
I think you always have a foundation that you go back on, individually. There's things that I know, when I'm right that I'm doing, and for me, not having the innings right now, I'm a little bit behind, but at the same time, you got to compete up here. I'm not too far away from where I want to be. The last one in Minnesota for me was really good. So I stayed here over the break through bullpens, and I feel like I'm in a better place now. And that's all you can ask for. You go out there and compete, and you kind of work with what you got. Obviously this year's not like it was for me last year, or 15 or 14. It's a whole different year because no spring training pretty much. So you do with what you got, and you go out there and compete, and I'm confident I can still go out there and perform the way I want to, even where I'm at right now.
You have full focus on what you guys are trying to accomplish, and part of it, and I know you have sort of a broad view of baseball, this time of year is when the subject comes up about potential additions or subtractions, deals being made. Whether for yourself or for a clubhouse, what effect does that have? Can that have negatively, positively?
I think it can have a little bit of both, but we haven't made, other than the Andrew Miller edition that 1 year, not too many big moves during this time of year. So I think we're just focused on what we have to do, and assuming that we're not going to add anybody, it's up to us in this clubhouse to go out there and perform the way that we're capable of. And we got some guys that aren't performing up to the level, myself included, coming off an injury. So we got some guys that can really have good second half, and put us in a position to, hopefully be knocking on the door for a playoff berth.
It sounds simple, but if there's a thought out there that if you guys can't get yourself back in it, that may indicate there could be some guys being moved out. Is that a motivator? Is that a thought?
It's definitely not a motivator. You want to stay here and win with these guys, but you understand, the organization has things they need to look at long term, and some of our contracts are up, within the next year or even this year. So those are conversations that they're probably having. It's not something that we talk about, or you can't really think about it because we have no control over that as the player. You go out there and you want to perform well. If you're in the Orioles uniform, you want to perform well here. If you're in another team's uniform, you want to perform well there. There's not a whole lot that you can do to affect the decision one way or the other than going out there and performing.